명은
Oh,
탈락을 하게
looks like we're in
되면
game.
경기 한번 가보도록 하겠습니다.
예, 재밌는 경기 나올 것 같네요.
아프리카 스타크래프트의 자존심 소닉TV와 함께하고 있습니다. 7차 스타비제 리그 16강 B조의 패자조 첫 번째 경기인데요. 어떤 경기가 나올 수 있을지 네오제이드입니다. 경기 가보도록 하죠.
몽군 하나 둘 셋.
창우 하나 둘 셋.
Hey! Saber fighting! No TBT fighting!
자, 지금 보이는 11신형 몽군 선수입니다. 몽군 선수
Alright.
표정 자체가 그렇게 좋지는 않아요.
Mom,
네,
we must lose.
그
We must lose.
잘 안 풀린다. 이런
Saber must win.
모습을 보여줬고
Saber-chan must win. Saber will defeat you.
게임이 좀 너무 허무하게 진 게 아닌가.
Yes, you see that Saber right there.
자, 이천수 선수도 근데 세트 시간이 굉장히
Yeah,
길었습니다.
go go Saber. Saber.
성준 해설 지금 오늘 경기만 딱 봤을 때
예.
예. 그 솔직히 얘기해서 어떤 경기 결과가 나올 것 같습니까?
Alright,
몽군이
So,
그래도 이기지 않을까
Saber will be the red Zerg at the bottom left.
최종전에서.
Long will be the yellow turn at the top left. Remember, we are all cheering for Saber. Alright, guys?
이렇게 생각을 하시는데
Good.
나리님 또 여기서 오시게 감사 말씀드리고요. 멘토입니다.
So the Overlord is going in the wrong direction. We are on Neo Jade.
예, 눌러주시면은 추천
And we are in the losers match. So the loser of this best of 3 will be eliminated from the tournament. The winner will go on to play against Shiny in the final match in another best of 3. And the winner of that match will advance. The loser will be out.
지금 뭐 방송 보시는 분들만 하더라도 거의 진짜 7,000명 내려간 적이 없거든요. 거의 7,000명이 계속 유지하고 있고 뭐 사실 막말로 얘기해서 뭐
It's like barracks in the base, nothing out of the ordinary.
같은 경우 지금
I believe 2 games are going to make 12 match. Yep, indeed they are.
물론 케이블 TV 많이 하겠지만
저도 예, 보는데 그렇게까지.
So we have 12 hatchery from Saber.
스타원의 인기 뭐 사실 스타원을 통해서 뭐 진짜로
And,
저도 많은 추억들이 있기 때문에 아까 박성현
Let's see what happens. So Saber, when Saber played against Mong,
못한다라는 게 맞는 것 같습니다.
Mong did like a
했습니다.
Vulture opening into Wraith, into Vulture drop, into Cloak Wraith build. And Saber kind of got owned, but mostly because Saber tried some kind of speeding attack in the beginning, it didn't work. And it looks like, no, not gonna do it.
이렇게 파밍을 하는 게 아니라 아이템을 맞춘다고.
아 맞아요. 그게 더 재밌어요.
So,
저도 사냥은 거의 안 하고.
looks like I'm gonna come in here, gonna poke around a little bit. I'm not gonna see too much, gonna see no gas, and we'll probably run away. Yeah, there we go.
그걸 하려고
Just wanted to
대기하고
double check that. Meanwhile, we actually have 2 SCVs going out. This is interesting because in Saber's game against Mong, he opened with a overpool and actually made 6 links from it. So I guess having seen that,
말이라도 이렇게 하면 시청자들한테 그래도 이미지라도 좋아지잖아요. 여자친구
what's his
없으니까 이런
face?
멘트 하는 거죠.
Oh wait, no, sorry, no wait, this is Mong. What am I talking about?
일단 두 선수 다 정석이죠.
The
네네.
shit, I'm getting so confused with the players now.
그렇죠. 자, 사명
근데
컨
라바를 모읍니다.
네.
라바를 모았어요.
지금
Shiny. No, it was against Shiny. Okay, there we go. No, he's playing against Mong now. He played against Shiny in the first game. So yeah, against Shiny, Shiny. Yeah, he went for an overpool, and since Shiny was going for like a 1-base tech, he managed to hold off pretty easily. But I guess since Mong is going for 1 Rex expand here, he went for the double SCV scout just to be sure, just to be safe.
머리 두 개나 아파오고 있고 저거를 봤는데
근데 몸도 뺏겨야죠.
그렇죠. 왜냐면 라바
Hey, it looks like, whoa, a 2 Marine attack here from Mong. Craziness. Kills a Zergling and then runs away.
먹혀버렸죠.
Lol.
자, 액션 점령 영상 감사드리고요. 마린이 먹힌 게 아니라 그죠. 지금 마린은 빼고 있고요, 지금.
Anyway.
링한 마리 이렇게 제거해.
Looks like Lair is morphing.
나쁜 거
Do the
없습니다.
3rd hatch in the main as well. So everything fairly standard so far.
여기서 이기면 샤인 선수랑 그 최종전을 하게 됩니다. 몽군 선수나
Man, Mong is being so aggressive with his Marines. Look at this! He's running around with 5 Marines like he's Flash or something.
이제 이번 리그 나오고
Oh man.
하겠다고 했거든요.
He's actually just chasing the Zerglings around with those Marines. Look at that. What a ball. Just walking in the middle of the map. It's kind of risky if a bunch more Lings came out. Just lose all his Marines and lose instantly. But he knows, man, because he's got the SCV in the Zerg's base, right? So he knows there's no more Lings coming. As soon as he sees Lings pop out, he can just go straight home. He'll be fine. This is pretty cool. Okay, so see, now he sees Lings. See, Saber's forced to make Lings, so Saber's like, holy shit, man. Are you really going to try and be Flash and kill me with 5 Marines? Alright, I'll make some Lings, I'll make a Sunken. And then Long just giggles to himself and doesn't do anything. He has gone for fast +1, by the way, while all this was happening, so he's going to go for a +1 5 racks. Kind of like what we saw, actually, in Shiny versus Saber on Electric Circuit in their game 2. Which also didn't go well for Saber. And it's like building a bit of a wall here. It's actually interesting, the positioning of that bunker. Oftentimes you will see Terran players make a wall, like a diagonal wall, so depot, bunker, and then the bunker will be touching the command center as well. But in this case he's just made it flat. So it's a little bit less of a wall, it's a little bit easier for Zerglings to run around, but it also doesn't block his own units as well, so I guess he's not too concerned about an early Ling attack. Anyway. Bum, 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 and there are the 5 racks. So he's going to be putting on some pressure onto the Zerg. And let's see how Saber deals with it. I mean, you know, Saber's muta control against Shiny was really lackluster. That game on Electric Circuit, I really feel like it was just Saber's kind of poor play that led him to lose, rather than, you know, Shiny's amazing play. Meanwhile, we do see the larva saved up for the Mutalist. That is, of course, intentional. He's not just having bad macro or anything. He is saving up all 9 larvae, so he can make 9 mutas at once. And now sees the Marines poking out just a little bit. SCV going out, probably going to go check for a 3rd somewhere. And also just kind of poke around a bit, make sure there's no Zerglings sneakily hidden somewhere, I guess. But yeah, he is going down to the bottom right main, of course, the most obvious location for the Zerg to take his 3rd base. And he's not actually going to see anything there. At least not yet. So he's going to be perhaps a tiny bit suspicious. Meanwhile, the mutas are out now. And here we go. Let's see how Saber's muta micro is this time. Hasn't quite clumped them up properly yet, but he's moving into the main base. Now, this is going to be very interesting, because there's a handful of Marines still left at home, and actually it looks like Mong's just poking around here trying to trap these mutas, but what he really wants is to just kind of start moving forward towards the Zerg's base and kind of pull the mutas towards him, pull the mutas away from his own main base, rather than fighting this battle, you know, around his own cliffs. It's a little bit more uncomfortable. Did he just scan himself? Do you guys see that? I think he just scanned himself. That might have been a misclick, actually. He might have, because of course, I think scan and stim, they're both, well actually, no, stim is T. So they're not even the same hotkey, so I'm a little confused how that happened. But the muta's now moving to the main base. One muta has gone down, but the mutas, or sorry, the Marines and the turrets are down, and some of the Marines are forced to pull back here, but immediately running back into the bunker. And this 5 racks is very interesting, because now the Marines are moving out to attack, and the mutas, of course, much faster than the Marines, are having done a little bit of damage now, are going to come home to help defend. I'd imagine he's building a bunch of sunken colonies as well, and he's got a hidden drone at the top right base to maybe take a hidden 3rd there. The mutas looks like they can't find where the Marines are. Looks like the Marines going down here, but with 4 sunken colonies there, some Hydras, and the mutas ready to come in from the back, I think he's going to be just fine here. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, it looks like Mong realizes that as well and pulls back here. He does have 4 medics. Usually when you're going for a sunken bust, you want same number of medics as sunkens, but in this case it's still a little bit too much anyway. And he lost those 2 medics there. Anyway. Looks like Evo chamber on the way, and the mutas continue to do damage. This time the mutas doing way more for Saber than they did against Shiny. Just really abusing this ramp here. And now going into the main base. Oh man, this is quite bad for Mong here. Although it looks like these turrets are going to get a few shots off on the mutas, but oh, they do kill one actually, so nice move there. But oh man, Mong, is he paying attention? Ooh, nice reaction time pulls back before losing any, or after only losing a single Marine. And it looks like actually the drone has been spotted here. Wow, look at that. So even though the Mutas have been doing a good amount of damage, Sabre still doesn't have a third base yet, which is really quite bad for him. And there's a bunch of Marines standing out at the front, but ooh, big skewer there. And it looks like Sabre's going to be able to clean this up, although not before losing another Muta. Perhaps two? Yep, does lose two. Gotta be really careful when you decide to just aim move with the Mutas like that. I mean, even a small handful of Marines still does so much DPS with that +1. And if they just target fire your Mutas down, you can still lose a couple of Mutas for free. But he has cleared up the forces of his natural, gonna move out the lurkers, but still no third base for him. He really, really needs a third base. Like, he really needs one right now. He needs crucially the gas. The gas is so important here. Because, you know, he wants to go to hive, he wants to get defilers, and those are all very, very gas-intensive things. So being stuck on these two bases is quite uncomfortable. Looks like a few units are moving down to the bottom right, this time bringing a couple of lurkers and lings with him to help defend that drone. They're probably going to position those lurkers at the bottom of the ramp so Marines cannot come down. Although, now that +1 armor is finished actually, it does take 3 lurker shots to kill a Marine. So, in theory, if Mong wanted to and tried to be fancy, he could actually try and stim and run down the ramp if it only had 2 lurkers. But it looks like he's moving up here, and oh, I thought those would be stop lurkers. That would have been absolutely amazing. Because I don't think Mong actually expected them to be there. Well, actually, no, to be fair, I think Mong would have actually scanned at the top of the ramp. I think it's a fairly obvious place to have those lurkers. So I think he would have scanned anyway, but I guess I was just hoping for a really awesome skewer there. Hold on 1 second, let me go close the door. Alright, cool. So,
테란의 이런 실수는 이창호 선수에게 자신감을 주는 겁니다. 이렇게 되면.
it's like, ooh, double expanding to the corners. Very interesting. Ah, no! No, Mutal, drones, run!
아, 이건 무리예요, 이창호인데. 아, 뒷발로 있었군요.
And one interesting thing about expanding to the corners is that now that he's got his hive, he's got Nidus canals, he can actually basically instantly reinforce those bases. Oh wait, no, sorry, those are lings, not a hatchery. Oh wow. All right, never mind. It would be a good idea anyway, though, because of course with Nidus canal you can basically teleport anywhere on the map. See, people complain about recall and stuff, but why do people not complain about Nidus canal? It's like infinite instant teleports to anywhere. I guess not really anywhere, you can only come out with Nidus, but... Anyway. Whoa! Looks like the lurkers got pushed back by the siege tanks, but a Dark Swarm does come down. It's not quite in time, though. A few Marines do manage to run into the base, although another swarm means that those tanks will have to unsiege and pull back, I think. And that's going to be really awkward, because now that these Marines are in the main base, they can actually have a lot of space to maneuver, although it looks like more lings are coming out, so without a medic there especially, it's not going to be too long before they get cleaned up. Yeah, it's going to be quite easy, actually. Anyway. So, we seem to be up to a pretty standard mid game here. Well, the timing's slightly funny, of course, because the third base was so late, but I think both players are actually doing okay. Trying to figure out if anyone is particularly ahead. I don't think so, but with these defilers out, Saber's going to be pretty happy. Of course, in his games against Shiny, he didn't even get the defiler attack before just dying, so that was not ideal. So now we get to see how good his hive level play is. And looks like so far he's doing alright. It's funny because Mong's actually already mixed in a good number of fire bats into his composition, and fire bats actually do some damage under Dark Swarm. So he's not completely helpless against the swarms, and now looks like adding on a bunch of vultures, going to start laying some spider mines. He's lifted all his barracks, he's gone for the full mech transition here, as we often see in the TVZ late game. Although his forces are going to slowly start getting pushed back here. He really doesn't want to give up these positions too early here. He wants the vultures here to start laying mines so he can hold on to these positions, and there we go, going to start laying these mines down. I mean, you can see he's already got a small position there outside the Zerg's natural as well. So if you just kind of contain the Zerg with Spider Mines for now, he'll have a lot of breathing room to kind of transition into the heavier mech units, the tanks and whatnot. And also, because there's also a brief transition period where, you know, you're adding on the factories, you've just lifted all your barracks, so there's a small bump in that switch from bio to mech. And the Spider Mines really help cover that. Anyway, looks like a double expand from Long here, taking the 12 o'clock and at 9 o'clock at the same time. There's a couple of units at the top right, main and natural, so Sabre has an eye on those, but does not know, I don't think, about this double expand. Is that Ling actually in range of the SEVs? Lings actually have a slightly shorter vision range than some other units. Anyway, nice move by Sabre here to start clearing some mines. This is exactly what you want to do. Of course, Lurkerlings and Defilers aren't particularly good against mines. They have no range to actually kill the mines. I mean, Lurkers obviously have the range, but they need to burrow, so they get hit by the mines anyway. But so yeah, so really a very effective way of clearing these out is just to run individual or pairs of Zerglings through the minefields and deal with it that way. But a Vulture run by into the bottom right base is going to kill a handful of units here. It looks like most of the drones are pulled away. I think I only see a single drone corpse there, so it looks like it's actually not going to do quite as much as it could have. But some more Vultures are running down to be annoying, and more importantly, Mong has complete map control right now. So even though, you know, the Zerg is going to be in a pretty good shape defensively with his Dark Swarms, he really can't move out too much on the map here. He's probably going to have to get some Hydra upgrades, get Overlord speed before he can start clearing out these mines and start moving out across the map. Of course, with the Terran switching into mech, he would want those anyway. But, ooh, nice snipe there on that drone. Gonna just delay that 5th base a little bit longer. Actually, he's moving his siege tanks up. I'm not sure if that's the best idea here. The Lurker's moving up under the swarm. Yeah, he's gonna have to pull those back immediately. I guess trying to put on a little bit of pressure, but it's gotta be very, very careful. It probably wants to kill that mine as well before it blows up his own tanks. Anyway, it looks like Ultimus Cavern is on the way for Sabre. He's moving a few Overlords out. Is that a drop or is that just for scouting? I'm not actually sure. Whatever it is, oh man, it's gonna get taken down by these Marines. I think it is a drop here, but this is gonna get focused down. And well, he does get 2 Lurkers down under a swarm. They're all getting irradiated. He eats the Overlord to be able to swarm again. But both Lurkers are irradiated, so they're going to just get taken down pretty quickly here. One just needs to make sure he doesn't lose all those SCVs first. So nice little harassment attempt by Sabre, but ends up not doing too much. And the thing is, now Mong is on 4 bases against Sabre who's 4 bases, and that's really bad news for the Zerg. Sabre isn't even really mining from the bottom right natural. He's mining the gas, but that's it. So I think Mong is actually in a very, very nice position here against Sabre in the late game. Sabre's gonna have to do some really nice, you know, high-level play to be able to pull this game back. It's like gonna run out, kill a few random dudes. And look at this, he's resorted to eating more Overlords here. Somebody tell this guy he can just eat Zerglings. It'll restore the same amount of energy, but oh man, Vulture's actually just coming in to kill everything, and actually Sabre might lose this base. Oh man, I think if Sabre loses this base, that's just gonna be it. Oh man, Sabre losing his 4th base, losing all the drones here. Why is he still running the drones around? What is he doing? Man, Long is just demolishing Sabre here. I think this is going to be it. I think he's just trying to save this Nidus Canal or something so he can get some more reinforcements over, but Long is just dominating this game. I mean, he's been in complete control the entire game, basically. Interestingly, he has no anti-air with this army, so he can actually lose all these vessels. Oh, this could be a mistake. This could actually be Mong's first big mistake of the game. Looks like trying to be fancy doing Defense Matrix, managing to save one of the vessels. Wasn't quite able to do that amazing trick that Piano did in Pro League last season, where he like dematrixed 4 different vessels almost at the same time. It was so sick. Somebody actually linked that in the chat, that Pimp is Play thing, and that's just, I want to watch it again. It was just so unbelievably cool. Anyway, looks like that D-Matrix actually saves the vessel with 11 HP. But regardless of all these silly Scourge vessel shenanigans, Sabre kind of in big trouble here. He even looks a little bit sad. He's killing his own Sunken now, so his units stop getting stuck. Things just not going right. Anyway. Yeah. He knows he's done. It's alright, dude, it's best of 3. You're not out yet. You can still make an epic comeback. But not in this game. Definitely not in this game.
한 3-4마리 사라져 버리면 개수가.
So he's gonna hold on a little bit longer.
또 뿌려지는데요 지금.
Dark Swarm is a pretty good spell.
멀티 욕심 부릴 필요 없이.
Not able to do some cool mind drags.
칠해주면서.
I mean, Saber just needs a GG now. The game is so over. Come on, Saber. I'm rooting for you, but you gotta out the game.
바이오닉 움직임.
You gotta out the game. See, why do people say Mong's ugly? He looks like every other Korean gamer dude thing. I don't know.
혹시나 아시겠지만 시야포가 정말 잘 돼 있죠.
울트라 뭐가요?
Maybe I'm just way too racist to be able to tell the difference.
들어갑니다 바이오닉 벌처와 함께.
Out the game! Out the game! You've got 4 defilers and 2 lurkers. That's your entire army.
자, 저거는 방위협인데.
Out.
버틸 수는 있겠지만 그게 답니다.
Get out of the game.
빨리 여기를 밀어내야지.
Get out the game.
네, 가죠. 아, 울트라
Get out the game.
방어이긴 합니다만 탱크에게 녹아요.
그렇죠. 스파일러 추가해서 가야죠.
Yeah, I'll attack into siege tanks with drones. That'll work.
네, 이거는 참 힘들어요. 경기 지금 몽구 선수가 지금 따는 분위기로 하고 있고, 네, 그래도 몽구 선수 약간은 미소를 짓고 있는 것 같아요 느낌이.
네. 바이오닉 움직임 좀 안 좋았는데 그래도
네.
이 레이트 메카닉 움직임이 너무 좋아서 커버가 다 되네요.
그렇죠. 자, 몽구 선수 골리앗과 탱크 벌처들까지 내려오고 있고, 아, 오브로드까지 잡아냅니다 지금.
Man, Saber. Saber, Saber, Saber. I thought you were cool.
그리고 앞마당까지
I was rooting for you.
이러면
If Saber doesn't GG in like the next 30 seconds, I'm not gonna root for him anymore.
자, 오브로드 터치.
Just gonna root for Mong. Kill him, Mong! Kill him!
쪽이 아니라
Kill him.
따라서 저 12시 반쪽 멀티 있죠.
네.
저쪽 멀티를 먼저 공략했으면 좀더
Kill him?
좋은 경기가 나올 수 있었을 텐데.
그렇죠.
그러니까
미리 끊어줬다가
Kill him?
너무 쉽게 쓰는 게 좀 컸네요.
아, 탱커 골리앗들 많죠.
Dude,
예.
D-Matrix his Zergling.
앞마당 쪽이
What the hell did he D-Matrix? Did he D-Matrix the lurkers? Oh, he D-Matrix the drones! He D-Matrix the drones! Ah, BM! GG! Yeah, that's what's up. You show him, Mong. You show him. You show that guy what's up.
드론의 디펜시브거네.
Yeah.
아, 1대0으로 몽구선수 앞서가고요. 예,
Can you D-Matrix a borrowed unit? I assume you can.
표정이 게임에 보이고, 몽구 선수는 음료수를 먹으면서 약간 의자를